Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Rides the back. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
He's going to keep it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Davis will throw. Right on the money. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. Throws it back. Quickly complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the job by this this is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Maryland's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Pulls it in, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Now on the return. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Quick spin on the run. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running to Green. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten stand.
There he goes. He'll get a fresh set down stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Fires left. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Smith. Keeps it. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Smith. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Davis will throw. Big fella moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Washington. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Working that left side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? A nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense because you don't have hands? Man.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
Hey.
Trying the left side. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Great offense. Stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Back has it. Creates a little space. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give is to Williams. Jukes his way for more. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Here's a heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
time's up. Second down.
Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line.
First and 10.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Davis looking to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense not getting fooled? 2nd and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets him in a 3rd and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Sims. And he can't complete the first pass. Can get settled.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll sneak it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? On the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's complete on the right side.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Sims. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Ready to fire from the pistol.
42, Spider.
Looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes the offense on second down.
Easy.
Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to